Hello, Dale the librarian here. I want to talk to you about news transcripts. Now, because there's so much stuff out there produced on the 24-hour news cycle, this isn't going to be comprehensive. So don't look at it that way, but rather think about it as the major voices having their say. And then you can look for polarized media outlets. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's two sources that we have for collecting transcripts. Hopefully a third one is on the way if we can get the subscription going. From the Marriott Library homepage, if you click on Research Databases, you're going to be going to one of two, Nexus Uni. Used to be called LexisNexis, but now it's under the letter N, and it's Nexisuni, Nexus Uni. This has a lot of newspapers and things in it. I was looking and trying to find advanced search so you could just go straight to the transcripts, and it doesn't quite work that way. So you have to go in and put in your search term. But let me show you a strategy. So in this one, I'm going to look up Black Lives Matter. And again, I put it in quotes, so it looks for that as a single keyword instead of looking for different terms throughout the document, because this will probably be a full text search. And it's going through a whole bunch of different things, newspapers, some television media, some blogs here. What we're looking for, and you may have to go farther down by clicking on the More button, is we want to go straight to news transcripts. Now, again, this isn't all of the news transcripts, but these are the relevant news transcripts to your key term that you've typed in. And when you click on that, it will narrow it down. And now we're in transcripts of news broadcasts. There's going to be interviews in here, but there's also going to be commentary and individual people having their say. How you use this in a comparison of rhetoric and discourse is I would recommend going to the sources, and yours is probably going to look like this. So go to sources, and you can narrow down by other ways as well. But what you can do is go in and see what CNN says on a particular topic, and then go in and do your same search in Fox News, or you could compare any number of those with your key search terms. And these should all be full text. So here's one, judge rules that Black Lives Matter cannot be sued. This is NPR, All Things Considered, a specific show. And you could just go in and examine the rhetoric. So I would go in like a surgeon and try and find those specific key terms that you're looking for, instead of trying to sift through all of this. Because even if you narrow down to one show, you're going to be going through hundreds of different things. So ask your instructor on strategies for that. The next one that I wanted to show you is called Factiva. That's under the letter F, as in Frank. Factiva has kind of a business perspective. You have logged out due to browser inactivity. I must have been looking at it before, so it's putting me in session again. It's business oriented, but it is news, and everything under the sun is related to business. So when you do your search, I'm going to do NFL and protest. I could have done NFL and kneeling, or the name of that particular football player that started the whole thing. What you would do in this one is go down to sources. It tends to think about it for a while, so when you're first loading up, don't worry if it's not going. And here's the funny thing. There's like this little symbol that says, no, you can't go down there. Well, sure you can. If you go to sources, oh, here we go. So under subjects is transcripts. There's this little symbol that says, oh, no, you don't. Well, yes, if you just click on transcripts, it'll dump you in there. And again, this would be the same strategy. And here you can see the date range. You can do that in the other database as well. On this one, it's looking at companies. I'm not sure if it's talking about the companies or if it's the company making a statement. You'd have to be careful on that one, but I would go to the sources again. And you can see CNN features prominently on here. And why NFL and protest shows up with Russia uranium scandal is probably because they lumped in a whole bunch of updates. So you don't have to worry about every single thing being about your topic, but they might have just thrown a bunch of them together as like a news briefing. And again, this one will be full text as well. Hope this video helps. There's not a lot going on with transcripts, so you can just dig in right and get specifically to it. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you email me if you have any questions or suggestions. And have a good one.